the food in Bolivia, for the most part, is really, really good. There's a lot of like classic foods that they have that I would die for to like eat right now. I've been missing a lot of really good stuff. One of the classics is majadito. It's kind of hard to explain. It's like rice, and they've got like some meat in there, and then like deep fried bananas. I love deep fried bananas now. And they have salteñas. It's kind of like, the closest thing to a salteña is like a calzone, but it's a lot better. So you'll definitely run into one of those too. And honestly, it depends, because there are two cultures in Bolivia. There's kind of like the culture of Santa Cruz, and then there's the culture of La Paz. And Americans aren't allowed in La Paz, well, missionaries, so you'll never go there. But sometimes you'll kind of try that food in Santa Cruz, and it's definitely a lot different. You can like tell there's a difference in taste and stuff. One of the really classic foods from La Paz is called chuño. And chuño is like, the best way to describe chuño is like, imagine like a raisin, right? They get a grape and they dehydrate it. Well, chuño is the same thing, but with a potato. I don't understand how, but like they'll get a potato and then they dehydrate it and then they like throw it in some kind of soup or something. But I mean, I like chuño. Other elders don't like chuño, you know? Some like it, some don't. I've had a lot of weird stuff, and if you're in poorer parts of the country, you're more likely to have weird stuff. So be prepared. You're most likely gonna have stomach, liver, chicken foot, chicken heart, probably, oh wait, cow tongue, that one, yeah. Probably the weirdest, most far out food I ever had was cow brain, which actually was not that bad. You may be freaking out right now, but it's not that bad. Let me see. Chicken heart is actually like super good, man. In Santa Cruz, they just, I don't know, it's tradition, but for lunch, and lunch is like the big meal, the dinner doesn't really exist, it's lunch. But for lunch, you have sopa and segundo. Sopa is soup, and the second is kind of like, or segundo is like the entree, you know, which is, you know, rice and whatever else. But it's always, always, always sopa y segundo. Always. You're always going to have sopa y segundo. And it doesn't matter if it's like 150 degrees outside, you are still going to get like a really, really hot bowl of soup. Always. And anyways, I actually really came to like chicken heart, and like it was always like a special surprise if you had a little chicken heart floating in your soup. Like that was really cool. It was really good. Liver is kind of hard to get used to. I'm actually pretty proud of myself, because at the end of my mission, I had some liver and I actually liked it. Your taste will kind of change as time goes by. Some stuff though, you never really like. Cow tongue is pretty difficult. Stomach is pretty difficult. They just have some really weird textures. They taste kind of okay. But yeah, for the most part, really good food. Oh yeah, the drinks, most of them are really, really good. There's this stuff called moco chinchi, and it's like a peach drink, and it's again, dehydrated fruit, but like they put a dehydrated peach in your cup, and then it's just like a really, really, really sweet peach drink. At first I hated it, and then it took me like a week or two before I loved it to death. There's somo. It's kind of like the same thing. Bolivians really like putting like actual food in their drinks. So like somo is like corn. Like you'll have like kind of like corn kernels, I guess, in the bottom. It's really sweet. It tastes really good. Kind of takes a little bit to get used to. There's another drink that's called chicha, and they have it like in all different kinds of like flavors. You know, there's chicha de soy, chicha, corn chicha, peanut chicha. Like there's tons of different kinds of chichas. And of all of the food in Bolivia, chicha was the most difficult for me. I cannot stand chicha. I cannot drink it. It tastes really bad to me. But I mean, other missionaries love it to death. I think they're crazy, but some do. So yeah, I mean, for the most part, Bolivian food is really good, and there'll probably be a thing or two that you don't really like, and you'll just have to like find creative ways to make it not taste as bad, like putting on insane amounts of hot sauce, or swallowing it without like chewing it or something. You know, you'll find a way.